What? That was it. What do you mean? Hello, friends. You catch me in the middle of an episode. I think that the other episode will come out second, so this is the first episode. So ignore this guy and ignore this. We know what it is. I know what it is, but you don't know what it is. Today, we need to make the circus. We need to make the circus. And I'm going to show you a couple things that help you make the circus. Are you ready? One of them is you need rabbits. Another one is you need a reindeer. Another one is you need a car. And then the third one is I think you need a crocodile. If I had to pick something. Do we have any crocodilians left? I don't know that we do. That's sad. I'm sad now. I guess I'm gonna go into society. And by society, I mean I'm gonna go into the lab. We're gonna work very hard. That's amazing. Okay. We are going to get a couple animals together. I actually, real quick, you guys get to see this in this episode as a preview. This is optimized. This is Sweetie Experiment. This is optimized. I optimized. You get to see a little preview. So here's optimized. Here's the experiment. And that's all we need right now, right? We're just gonna put them in the farm for now. We need to get a hold of a car. I'm actually gonna leave that car there though. The best fantasy creature is hungry. Most fastest caterpillar ever is hungry. Morticia, you're perfect. Maybe even the ducks? How does Morticia move? She doesn't. All right, experiment. Optimized, you're going in there. Morticia, you're coming with me. Okay, we need a car. We need a crocodile. We need a rabbit, which means we'll need some fill-ins for those creatures. How old are you? H to the horse, you're pretty young. Magnifico, you're pretty young. 4 things. 4 things is all I need. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'll be right back with the correct DNAs and we can start messing with some stuff. How's that sound? Who's in here? Did we never start that? Wild. Okay, I have absolutely everything I need. I have an elk. I have an alligator, Delicate Steve. I have bugs from Meat Canyon. And I have a Kia. Now, I learned something about Kias that I actually didn't know before. Why do his wheels just spin automatically? I don't get it. All you need to do to make a car go, all you need to make a car go, cargo vroom, cargo plane? How's that work? So 2-7, Gene 2-7. Let's go inside, shall we? I'll show you. Gene 2, where's 2? Gene 2, oh Gene 2. Number 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3. C, so 1, C. Limbs are completely limp. So these 2 genes right here need to be changed to anything else, which we can do very simply. Well, there we go. That was perfect. All right, now car should go vroom, hopefully. This is what I've been told. That car will go vroom now. And there we go, car is fixed. Let's go find out. So first, everyone go sleep. Good job, good job. And now let's go see what we need to do. Actually, I have a more fun idea. I have a much more fun idea. Let's just go for it. Okay, trampoline is a Kia, obviously. For some reason, the cars have a very even center of gravity. But this one doesn't. So that was a failure. That's fine. We'll figure it out. All right, Delicate Steve here should help the acrobat. The acrobats are all missing. We do have Strong Horse. So most elks are strong enough to just pull things. You just have to be worried about whether or not they're stable. But we got lucky with this one. I didn't have any natural born elks, so I went and got one. Yay! Now let's see if this rabbit is good enough for diving. He's kind of a chunky monkey. He might be. Aww. Okay, so we are few for few. That's unfortunate. Can we at least see the freak? Oh my. I love him. Terrifying. Okay. So obviously we need to work on some things. We need to make a smaller rabbit, maybe? I don't know. I think you get lucky with rabbit. You really just need rabbit. Although we could come up with a smaller rabbit. It just needs to be able to move forward, which that one was able to. We also need some humans to go down into being jockeys, I suppose. So that might be something we'll have to fix real quick. That's an easy fix, though. Very easy fix. Just a very easy fix. Like a very easy fix. Alright, everyone go to sleep. So here's what I'm thinking now. How? Dod, horse, nud. Goodbye. Now we have acrobats again. Isn't it funny how that works? I'm kind of tempted to just go for acrobat now that we actually have acrobats. There you go. You could just do it with an alligator. Now, let's see if our rabbit survives this time or if we need to make a smaller rabbit. Because most of the time you can just do this with base animals. See? You learn a lot from speedrunning, I'll be honest. Whenever I was speedrunning, I tried to route the 100% stuff. It's hard. And now I truly think we could probably get away with a Kia here now. Although we could also get away with Magnifico. We could try both. 1, 2. It also works with a cow. A cow with no legs is probably better. Actually, that brings me to our next point. Maybe we need to also create a powerful sumo, which I think is pretty simple, actually. You just go boom. For size, you go boom. And then you go boom. You say, hey, give me whatever this is. And then you turn it into the thing. You say, ah, yes, this is Chuck. Now, we don't actually know if Chuck is a winner yet, but we'll find out, right? It would be pretty funny if we get lucky like that right away. Now, Chuck here. Let's see how he does. Oh, no. Okay, here's the real answer. Car's pretty strong. I mean, Magnifico is also pretty strong. At least I think he is. He should at least be stronger than Dilly Dally. Maybe not. Dilly Dally seems pretty... Nope, never mind. And what about Delicate Steve? Sauron. It's really not that hard to beat Sumo. You just have to not use a crocodile. You just use a horse and an elk. Or sorry, a car and an elk. But then you gotta make sure they're actually, like, good at their job. Although, if we're being honest, you just take any old thing. So yeah, I just took any old DNA from the optimizer. Chuck. Kia Soul. Delicate Steve. Magnifico. So that's gonna win for us. That might actually not be bad for other endeavors. Right, go Magnifico. You're droopy. Why are you droopy? Dude, you're not moving. Are all of you dead? How did you win? What about you? Oh, I see. Oh, Sauron, I'm so sorry. Much obliged. As long as you have a horse that can move relatively consistently forward, I see now why this one won. Wait, do we have a cheater on our hands? Who is this? Magnifico. We might have a cheater on our hands, everybody. A dirty, stinking cheater. See? Even if we're not as, like, strong and heavy, just being able to consistently move forward is a winning condition. Let's check on our thing for tomorrow, for next episode. Okay, okay, things are starting to happen. Oh, I was like, why is he shining like that? There is something we need to test. We need to test Magnifico real quick. Because we might actually have a cheating horse number 2 on our hands. And I'd like to figure out exactly what it is that does that, you know? Boom. How do I pet? How do I pet my sweet guy? 2 times? Three times? Maybe we don't have a cheater on our hands. It looks like he wants to move. Was that off base? Was that out of touch? That he wants to move? Go, Kia. I don't like the little dead legs. Doesn't matter how big you are, if you have consistent movement, you're gonna win. Elka Steve. Super full. 20. How does that work? XIX. What is that? Roman numeral ones. All right, forsooth, Horatio, you're mine. Get out of here, you freak. Oops. Now we gotta go find him. Come, forsooth, Horatio. I have need of you. I believe you're the answer. One, 2, 3. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? World may never know. I think I know exactly what to do to make this work, to make this worthwhile. We go to the weird plot. I don't see any of what I need. Hey, Dilly Dally, actually. I have need of you. All right, Dilly Dally. We need to go to 8-1. We need to change it to C. Why 8-1, you ask? Because 8-1 is no legs. And I think that having a very stable, no-legged creature is exactly what we need. Okay, 8-1. Please. Thank you. Shouldn't that be no legs? Why do we have 2 8s now? There we go. There we go. Maybe we try another Coupe de Ville too. Alright, you whiners. I see we're all whiners here who need things like food. Whatever. Cowards. Oh, and we need things like sleep. Okay, I see how. Yeah, sleep. Whatever. Whatever. Trampoline, Coupe de Ville. 1, A 2. Okay. Maybe you go a legless crocodile or something. Where's my guy? All right, dilly dally. What? That was it. What do you mean? That's bull. And this is cow. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. This game stinks. This game's off. Off. What do you mean it didn't count? Why didn't it count? It worked. It bounced. We're gonna try all those again. One of them is going to work. All right, dilly dally, get in there. 1, 2, 3. That counts. Forsooth Horatio. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's just arbitrary. It's arbitrary and it doesn't matter, and I'm angry. The freak escaped. Well, everybody, figured out how to beat the sumo. We figured out how to beat all the circus stuff. I think that's gonna do it. Now, what does this mean for the future? I'll tell you what it means. It means we're going up to this island and all these things are going to be dropped off and we're going to never talk about them again. That's what it means. Forsooth Horatio. Dilly Dally. Morticia, congratulations. You get to retire. Delicate Steve, you probably die. Kia, you probably die. Bugs from Meat Canyon dies. And Magnifico dies. Everyone else? And the ending is, so we face the final curtain. Dear friends, we have to know, it's perfect to certain that car is gonna die because it has no mouth to eat with. Unless it does. All right, and then the cow dies alone. Unfortunate. So sad.